Good day everyone. We're going to present about microservices deployment. This topic is about kung unsaon nato pag-release o pag-manage sa system nga naka-microservices architecture. For our discussion, we will cover four main parts. First is the microservices deployment strategies. Second, rule of tools and microservices deployment. Third, challenges and best practices in microservices deployment. And lastly, deployment models and principles. Let's start first in microservices deployment strategies. There are ways kung unsaon nato pag-update o pag-release sa system nga dili maka-disrupt sa users. In rolling updates, ang system gina-update siya one at a time, dili sabay-sabay. So meaning, if nag-update ka sa other part, ang uban part is nagdagan. For example, naa kay 5 servers. So dili nimo isa-isa nag-update para dili mo down ang system. Safe advantage ani is safe siya and walay downtime. Next is the blue-green deployment. In blue-green deployment, natay duha ka environment, blue and green. In blue, mo na siya ang current system, and green, maupod na siya ang new versions. If okay na ang green, pwede na to siya i-switch ngadto padulong, ang traffic padulong ngadto sa green. So if naay problem, dali kay nato mabalik ngadto sa blue deployments. Next is the canary releases. In canary releases, dili sa nato ihatag tanan update ngadto sa users. Instead, gamay nga group of users ang una makatry. So examples, if naa kay 100 users, mga 10 sa ka users ang una nga maka-try. So if okay ang results, dito pa nato ihatag ngadto sa tanan users. Advantage aning canary releases is safe og matesa before ang full releases. And now let's proceed to the rule of tools and microservices deployment. These tools helps us for the process of deployment faster, easier, and more reliable. One important tool is containerization using Docker. Here, ang application o ang dependency giusa into one container. So i-run nimo siya same ra gyapon og environment. For example, usa ka lunch bank ana na tanan sulod. So ready na siya dalon bisag asa. Next is the orchestration platforms. In orchestration, it is using Kubernetes. Sadya na ang bahala mo manage, sadya na pud bahala sa load balancing, scaling, o monitoring. So, for example, nayo sa ka team leader nga nag-assign sa iyang team og mga assigned tasks para smooth ang operations. Next is CI and CD pipelines. CI stands for Continuous Integration and CD, Continuous Delivery or Deployment. These pipelines are automated process gikan sa pag-code hangtod sa pag-deploy sa system. In continuous integration, if ang developer mag-add or mag-update sa code, automatic i-build or i-test para ma-check kung naay errors. And also in continuous delivery or deployment, if okay ang results sa testing, ready na siya para ma-deploy ngadto sa system. So overall, pipelines are helpful para sa faster development, least error o always updated ang system.
The next slide is challenges and best practices in microservices deployment. Environment consistency. About environment consistency is kung unsay setup sa dev mao pud dapat sa production para malikayan ang error. So, in standardization, Employ containerization tools like Docker to ensure identical environments across development, staging, and production, reducing deployment errors and compatibility issues. So, ang buot pasabot ani is mogamit ta og Docker para same environment. Next is infrastructure as code. Use technologies such as Terraform or Ansible for automated, repeatable environment provisioning, ensuring minimal drift between environments. Sumugamit ta og tools like Terraform or Ansible para automatic o repeatable ag setup. Isolation. Implement namespace-based segregation in platforms like Kubernetes to prevent conflicts and maintain workflow independence across environments. So, iseparate nato ang workloads para walay conflict. The next slide is about configuration and secrets management. So, ang configuration kay setting sa app. Ang secrets kay sensitive info like password, API keys, tokens, dili ni dapat i-hard code sa code. So, the first one is centralization. Use tools like console or vault for managing configuration and secrets, essentially ensuring consistency and avoiding hard coding sensitive details in application code. Means i-manage sa usa ka place, example sa console or vault. Next one is encryption. Protect sensitive data at rest and in transit with advanced encryption protocols, ensuring vulnerabilities are minimized and distribute architectures. So, dapat i-encrypt ang mga sensitive data. Access control. Implement fine-grained access policies for secrets management, granting least privileged access to service and avoiding unauthorized configuration changes. So, only allowed services ang users ang maka-access. Ang password o secret case dili ibutang diretso sa code, dapat safe og centralized. The next slide is monitoring and observability. About monitoring is pag-check sa health and performance sa system. Observability is masidip nga pagsabot ug unsay nahitabo sa system. Metrics collection. Utilize monitoring tools like Prometheus to capture and analyze metrics such as CPU usage, memory consumption, and request latency across services. So, data like CPU, memory, latency, mogamit ta og Prometheus. Visualization. Integrate Grafana dashboard to display real-time system performance and trends, enabling quick issue identification and resolution. The next one is distributed tracing. Leverage tools like Jigger or OpenTelemetry to trace requests across all microservices, identifying bottlenecks and optimizing inter-service communication. So, matrack sa request gikan sa usa ka service ngadto sa lain Jigger or OpenTelemetry. The next slide is deployment, models, and principles. Self-managed cluster versus managed cloud services. So, ang self-managed clusters is ikaw mismo ang mo-manage sa services and infrastructure, then full control, kinahanglan og skill, maintenance, security, effort. So, first one is control. Self-managed cluster offer complete control over configuration, resource allocation, and deployment strategy but require expertise in scaling and maintaining infrastructure. Means ikaw ang magbuot sa configuration, resources, and deployment. Pero kinahanglan og skills and experience to manage it properly. Second is scalability and support. Managed cloud services like example is AWS, ACS, Google Kubernetes Engine provide built-in scaling, automate updates, and expert support, reducing operational overhead. Means managed cloud services are easier to scale because they already have built-in tools for updates, scaling, and support. This reduces the work for developers or admins. Cost implications. Self-managed systems often have lower operating costs, while managed services may incur high fees but save on labor costs for maintenance and troubleshooting. Means self-managed system may cost less in operation if you already have hardware, but they require time, maintenance, and skilled people. Managed services may be more expensive, but they save effort and labor. The last one is security. Self-managed clusters require dedicated security measures, whereas managed environments often include robust, ready-made security protocols and compliance standards. In self-managed cluster, ikaw ang responsible sa security like firewalls, updates, and monitoring. In managed cloud services, the provider usually has built-in security and compliance features. The next slide is immutable infrastructure. Means, dili na i-edit ang running system, instead, ilisa na lang ang whole container or server. Stability. Immutable infrastructure ensures deployment consistency by replacing entire servers or containers rather than updating operational system, reducing configuration drift. Means, immutable infrastructure improves stability because instead of changing the existing server, we replace it completely. This keeps the environment consistent and avoids configuration problems. The next one is rollbacks. Leveraging immutability facilitates rapid rollbacks by deploying previously verified version without manual patching. If naay problema sa new version, dali ra kaayo mobalik sa old version. This is called rollback. Automation. Tools like Terraform and Ansible simplify creating and managing immutable environments through scripts, improving reproducibility. Means, murag naa kay machine nga automatic mahimog same product balik-balik, dili na mano-mano, so mas paspas ug mas sakto perme. Next is reduce risk. Eliminating manual updates minimize the risk of human error and unforeseen dependency issues within microservice deployments. Kung sige kag manual edit sa files, mas dali ka masayop. Pero kung automatic o replace na lang perme, mas gamay ang chance nga na ay mali. The next slide is deployment trade-off. Deployment trade-off explains the possible advantage and disadvantage or trade-offs when choosing how to deploy microservices. Performance optimization. High-performance deployments may require custom configuration that add complexity, while simpler setups might limit flexibility for complex workloads. If gusto ta og mas paspas nga system performance, usahay kinahanglan og custom configurations. Pero kung mas daghan og setup, mas complicated sad siya i-manage. Next is cost considerations. Managed service may offer cost predictability but increase expenditures for scaling, whereas self-hosted models demand upfront investment in hardware and expertise. Means, managed service are easier to use and predictable ang bayad, pero mahimong mahal if mudako ang system. On the other hand, self-hosted can be cheaper long-term, pero kinahanglan kag own hardware and experts. Next is scalability needs. Deployment models should align with anticipated growth, balancing the benefits of elastic cloud solution versus fixed capacity self-managed setups. The deployment models should match the future growth of the application. If expected nga mudagan ng user, mas maayo ang setup nga dali ma-scale. The last one is maintenance effort. While cloud platforms minimize administrative burden, larger self-managed infrastructures involve higher maintenance overhead, potentially slowing development cycles. Cloud platform reduce maintenance because the provider handles many tasks. But if self-managed, ikaw ang mo-handle, mo-update security, backups, and server. That's all. Thank you.